Hi everyone, so this is a quick unboxing and a bit of giving my opinion I suppose on Apple's new AirPod headphones. So today is the 19th of December and it's the first day that Apple has started shipping these products and offering them in their stores. Obviously it's a couple of months delayed, they were meant to come out at the end of October and I've been waiting since then to get my hands on these. So as soon as they became available online, I placed my order and today they've turned up. So I'm in the UK, so they're £159 here, $159 in the US. So this video really, I know there's a lot of unboxings out there because there has been some review units available to some people for a while. So I kind of just wanted to give you a basic unboxing and then really give you my opinion on these. So not a review because I haven't really used them properly yet. I've tried them out, but I haven't used them properly enough to give you a full review. But I'll give you my initial first impressions and my opinion just about the products and whether or not AirPods are the right product for you or not. So let's take a look. So inside the box, it's got the usual sort of slow opening Apple box. You get the Apple literature inside, which I probably won't read. Then you've got the AirPods themselves. So one thing about this is, it is small, really small. And all the reviews talk about how small it is, but until you actually get it in your hand, you don't really realise just how small the charging case is. So as I said, charging case and the AirPods are inside here. In the box, you have got the lightning cable for charging, which is quite nice. So let's take a look. So like I say, this is super small, really, really small, and really nice quality as well. So it's got the lightning port on the bottom for charging and sort of a flip top lid to open up. Before I flip them open, let me just bring in my iPhone 7. So I've already paired these up when I first got them, and it literally is as simple as some of the other videos you might see. You flip the lid open, hold it next to your iPhone and you press connect. It is that simple. There's no messing about, no going to settings, putting it into pairing mode, Bluetooth and all that sort of stuff. It is literally just a case of flipping the lid open, and you'll see when I flip them open now, they should just connect right to my phone. There we go, Matt's AirPods, and you get the charge for the case and for the headphones as well, which is pretty cool. So what do I think of them? I mean, quality wise, this is nice, really nice. The charging case feels good. When you flip it open, it's got a really nice sort of flip open hinge. You've got your charging light in the middle there and the AirPods themselves. So let's take them out. And we'll take a closer look. So a lot of people, there's been a lot of discussion about these, isn't there, about AirPods and stuff online, and the way they look. I'll be honest with you, I don't really have a problem with the design. I really don't. I mean, they look almost identical to AirPods, the ones that come in the box, but without the cables. And I guess the stem on here is a little bit longer. It's not much longer. It's a little bit thicker and a little bit longer. I'll come back to that actually, and there's a reason behind that extra sort of stem, and there's a reason why I think it's actually a good thing, design wise or not. I guess design is very subjective, so what one person thinks looks nice, someone else might not, and so on. But personally, I don't mind the way they look. They look okay. I don't have a problem with it. Fit wise, I was a little bit worried. The original AirPods I find don't sit in my ears very well, so I don't really use them. So I was a bit worried about getting these. Actually, they fit just fine. I mean, they sit in my ears nicely. I think the reason is because they don't have the cable kind of pulling down on it almost, I guess. There's nothing on it. When they're in your ears, they feel really, really light. So they kind of just sit in place, no messing about. They don't feel like they're going to fall out. Yeah, they're fine. So I'm impressed with the fit because I was one of my main worries was that I was going to get these and then they wouldn't actually fit in my ears and they wouldn't stay in, but they do. So, I mean, let's look at some. I want to look at some of the comments that have been made about AirPods. Some of the probably some of the negative comments that might be making you think like, actually, are these for me or not? The answer to that question is, I think that they are for some people and they're not for others, and that all comes down to what you want to use the AirPods for. So, they're more than just music. It's not all about music, right? If you want a pair of headphones if you're an audiophile and you want incredible sound quality, are these going to be the right headphones for you? Probably not, and there's a few reasons for that. So number one is that they are, although they're in-ear, they don't have the sort of the rubberized plugs that plug right into your ears, which tend to block out outside noise, meaning that you get sort of uninterrupted music quality in your ears because you can't hear anything else going on around you because they're plugged in. Or you get some of the sort of the over-ear headphones that have noise cancellation, which block out the sound around you, meaning you only hear music. They also don't have that. So for sound quality, for music, I mean, I tried them just before I made this video. I actually really like the sound quality. I think the sound quality is really good. But I'm not an audiophile, I'm not. I know a lot of people are really, really into their sound quality. And if you are, maybe they won't be that good. And they certainly don't have that noise cancellation, like I say. So there's one thing. So sound quality, I think it's good. But again, if you're really into it, maybe you want to go for something better. Talking of noise cancellation though, one of the things that this headset does have, which is one of the main reasons I bought them, is it does have noise cancellation. But it's not noise cancellation for you listening to music. It's for noise cancellation for when you're speaking to others. So, people who use headphones with their phone when they speak on the phone, please listen up here if you didn't know this already. So, when you speak on your iPhone, if you're on your iPhone and you speak using the device, right? When you're on a call, there's a really good level of noise cancellation on the iPhone. So, when you speak on that, if I'm walking around outside, for example, and I walk past a busy group of people, maybe some roadworks, noisy traffic, the iPhone does an unbelievably good job of blocking out that noise so the person at the other side only hears my voice. They don't hear all that stuff in the background. Now, with other headphones, or if you plug in the headphones, for example, that come in the box, the AirPods, you lose all that noise cancellation. And everyone, people who are on the other end of the line, will hear all that stuff around you. And it's a bit of a bugbear of mine. I can always tell when someone's using the headphones when they're outside and the noise quality, the sound quality isn't that good. So these do have a really good level of noise cancellation. And that takes me back to this stem. So the stem houses directional microphones, which means that when they're in your ear, it can pick up your voice much more clearly than some of the AirPods rivals. And it also delivers a good level of noise cancellation. So I haven't tried it yet, but according to other reviews and according to Apple's launch of these, they should deliver really good sound quality when you're on a call. So for me, that's important because I use them a lot for calls, and I want to be hands-free and be able to walk around and not worry about whether or not the other person can hear me. So for me, that's really important. So is that important to you? Yes or no? That could come down to whether or not these headphones are for you. Because if you do make a lot of calls, these in theory should be really good for that. They should be good for that. So I'll try them out and I'll let you know. So the other point that people get a little bit annoyed about is the price. And this is one I really can't understand why people are getting annoyed about the price. They're £159, right? It's not cheap for a set of headphones. It's not cheap, but for what they are, I don't think it's expensive at all. And if you compare them to to comparable devices, I guess. So let's look at Samsung's Icon X, for example. Really nice looking set of headphones, £200. Braggy Dash, okay, which do have some additional features, some fitness features, but they are also completely wireless Bluetooth headphones, and they are £250. And then if we look at Jaybird Freedom, for example, again, really, really nice set of headphones. Bluetooth, but they are wired between the buds. They are £169. So these are cheaper than all of those. Yes, you can get Bluetooth headphones for 20 quid. But, I mean, they're not going to be that good. And I genuinely think for what they are, these are not that expensive. £159 to me is quite a fair price. The one thing that these do better than those competitors, I've tried them, is the sound quality, or I hope they do better because I haven't tried these yet, but the one thing that these say they will do better is that sound quality on calls. I know for a fact from using the other ones that literally as soon as you answer a phone call, you might as well not bother because the sound quality is that bad on a call. You can hear, unless you're in a quiet room, of course. If you're in a quiet room or an office, it might not be too bad. But if you're outside in the street or you're surrounded by people when you're on a call, all those other ones that I mentioned are not particularly good. However, they do have good music quality, and they are the sort of the in-ear plug-in ones which will cancel out noise around you too. At the moment, just so you know, for the last 3 years, I've been using these. These are Plantronics Backbeat Go 2. They've actually been really good. They're good sound quality. I think I bought them at the time for like £50 or £60. They're probably much cheaper than that now. Battery lasts for about 4 hours. They charge with micro USB. But again, take a call on them. It's pointless. Absolutely pointless, because if you're outside, people just cannot hear you properly. So that's where I'm really hoping that these improve on that. These have got some really clever functions as well. So for example, we've got some sensors on the inside here, so they can sense when they are in your ear and when they're not in your ear. So for example, if we have them in, as soon as you put them in your ear, your music starts playing. If you take one out, your music pauses. If you take them both out, the music stops. So quite clever. You can also use one at a time. So together these have 5 hours of, if you're using them together, 5 hours of music playback. But you can use what you could, if you wanted to, use one at a time and get 5 hours from each. So that's not bad. Although I listen to music, you kind of want both of them in for stereo sound, of course. But you could if you wanted to, and for calls, maybe that's more convenient. For calls, you could use one at a time. And then the charging case provides an additional 24 hours worth of use. So yeah, pretty good. I mean, I think that'll probably give me a week's worth of use with my usage, I guess. Certainly a good few days. So I'll be happy with that. But again, we'll try it out. Other stuff we've got on here, that you can activate Siri. So they've got sensors you can tap on the outside, double tap when they're in your ears. It'll activate Siri, which is nice. And I think that's the other main feature of this for me is Siri activation. Is that I can communicate to my phone. Oh, there we go. Talking of Siri, there she is. But I can activate Siri from the headphones, which is really cool. So I guess, that's it. So that's my first opinion, certainly, is that they look good. The design for me isn't a problem. They're still fairly discreet and small, but that is absolutely subjective, and I can understand why some people may not like the design. Price point, genuinely, if you compare them against competitors, I don't see it as a big downfall. I really don't. But if you're an audiophile, maybe you wouldn't consider these. And of course, Apple doesn't have just one set of headphones. They own the Beats brand, so they have 3 new Beats headsets. One of them delayed till next year, but 3 new Beats headsets that have come out as well, which may suit you better. So you need to think about what you're using them for. Also, if you're going to use them in the gym, will these be ideal? Yes, they didn't feel like they were going to fall out of my ears, but if you're in the gym, they're not plugged in like those other in-ear headphones. So maybe in the gym you would prefer something like that. So yeah, you need to think about what it is you're going to use them for. So if you're an audiophile, you might want to get some of the Beats branded headphones, or even something else like Bose, for example, are always going to give you good sound quality. If you want something for the gym, you might also want something else, because something that plugs more into your ears and is more secure. But if you want a good all-rounder where maybe music isn't the primary focus of these, music is one of the things that these headphones delivers, but it also delivers other things like the Siri integration. So good music quality, but maybe not the best. Decent battery life for Bluetooth headphones. They sync up to all your devices as well. It's another great benefit of these, is that once you do that easy synchronization first time with your iPhone, if you've got other Apple products like a MacBook Pro or an iPad, these are clever enough to know whichever one you're playing your music or your audio stream from, they will automatically connect to that device. So it could be your phone, your iPad, your Apple Watch, or your MacBook. So pretty cool. And I want to leave you with one thought, actually, and it's my opinion on where these will lead us in terms of technology. These are the first iteration in a new product category for Apple, and I think they'll take us places. I really do. I think this is going to sound a little bit strange, perhaps, but bear with me. I honestly see these kind of as the first one of the first technological implants, if you like. So if you think about these in the future, these could be something that you wear all the time. So, look at things like Google Glass, for example, with augmented reality over your eyes, and then having these in so that your device can, you can communicate with your device without any physical interaction. So imagine in the future, maybe we'll have these in our ears all the time. You'll always have these in, perhaps. And, you wake up in the morning, you put them in. Your device tells you your schedule for the day, tells you what the weather's going to be like, tells you if you've got any new emails, and you can have the option to have them read to you. Get new messages, it'll read you new messages. You can reply via these as well. These are all things that really you can actually do right now with Siri, but I think it's something that will improve with time. So as Siri, for example, every time we get a new iOS update on our devices, Siri improves every single time. So if that continues to improve and Siri gets a bit more conversational, Google's doing that now with OK Google, It's becoming more sort of two-way conversational. I'm sure Siri will go the same way. I can imagine us having these in our ears all the time. Maybe not this model because the battery's not that great, but future models when battery improves, we just always have these connected in our ears, and we're always in touch with our device. And in fact, thinking about it, maybe that's one of the reasons why Apple didn't put sort of rubber plugs on them to plug in your ears. Maybe they do want us to have these in our ears all the time. And if you don't have, because if you had them plugged in and it blocks off all the sound around you, then you would be less inclined to have them in all the time, because then you wouldn't hear people when, if, I don't know, you're in the office, for example, and your colleague comes up and speaks to you, you might not hear them because these are plugged right into your ears. Whereas these are kind of just sitting in your ear. Then you will hear things around you. Maybe that's intentional. Maybe not. It's just a thought. But yeah. So I think that. So in my opinion, these should hopefully give decent music quality. But they're going to be a brand new way to interact with your device because of the features and the way they work. So I'll leave you with that thought. They look nice, I think. I'm going to try them out over the next couple of days, and maybe I'll put up a review of how I get on. But yeah, I mean, feel free to comment below. If you've maybe got some of the other products I mentioned, then maybe let us know what you think of those and how you think the AirPods compare. But yeah, I mean, to be fair, like I say, I think these are going to be great, but maybe not for everyone. So you decide, have a think, what is it you're going to use your headphones for primarily, and then get the headphones that suit that task, rather than just thinking like, these are rubbish or these are great or whatever. They're great for the right person. So yeah, leave your comments below what you think. If you've got any questions about the device that you want me to answer, then please feel free and ask away, and I'll try my best to comment back. But yeah, so that's Apple's new AirPods, and I'll let you know how I get on. Thanks.